Welcome to the Speaking of Speech DVD. Today, we are looking at perhaps the most common type of presentation. The informative presentation. In an informative presentation, we give the audience a gift of information. We may give information about ourselves, about a product, about a technology, or about a city.
Good morning. My name is Max Jones. Today, I'd like to introduce my hometown, Seattle, Washington. This information will help you decide if you want to visit Seattle during the spring vacation. I've divided the information into 4 parts. First, what can you see in Seattle? Second, what can you do? Third, what can you eat? And fourth, how to get around the Seattle area. Let's take a look at our first point. What can you see? There is always something interesting to see in Seattle. For example, are you a baseball fan? Great. Then on April 30th, you can see the Seattle Mariners play the Los Angeles Dodgers. Are you a music fan? Excellent. Then on May 2nd, you can see Taylor Swift in concert. Next, what can you do? Shopping. You can go to the famous Pike Street Market and buy souvenirs for your family and all of your friends. And best of all, you can go to the first Starbucks coffee shop and buy an original Starbucks Pike Street coffee mug. Next, what can you eat? Seattle has many great restaurants. You can get fresh sashimi at Pike Street Market, eat at nationally famous steak restaurants, but my favorite is Ivar's. You can sit outside by the water. I recommend the oysters or the salmon. Mwah! Finally, how can you get around the Seattle area? Seattle has comfortable and convenient public transportation. The buses are huge and never crowded. Seattle has a monorail, a light rail, and even streetcars. But my favorite way to travel is by taking one of the ferries. And if you're lucky, you might even see an orca whale. In conclusion, visit Seattle this spring. You can see a Mariners baseball game, shop at Pike Street Market, eat oysters and salmon, and enjoy a cruise on a ferry. Now, what would you like to do in Seattle?
Baseball!
Yes!
Shopping!
Of course.
Eat some oysters, okay?
Go on a cruise!
Yeah!
Sure. Yeah, okay. Sounds good.
Max did a great job in his informative presentation, and you will too if you remember these simple speaking of speech tips. First, give the audience specific information about times, dates, and places. For example, what can they see? When can they see it? And where can they see it? Specific information is valuable information. Second, remember to have fun in your speaking of speech informative presentation. Have a great presentation.